Yo, yo. West. Hey, Nintendo, we are back, baby. It is First Watch Finest. Shout out my subscribers. Everybody rocking with they boy. Do me a favor, though. It's your first time stepping in my crib, though. You know, respectfully, when you step in somebody's crib, you usually ring the doorbell. That's that notification bell at the bottom. Let me know you in this thing, you heard me? Because over here, we don't Jersey, but y'all knew that, though. Plug your heart, crossyourheart.com is in the building. Crossyourheart.com, and cross is with a K. Hold up. You see that? Yeah. Cross your heart, baby. Crossyourheart.com, get your merch. Best thing smoking. Stop playing. Let's get it. How y'all feeling? Huh? Yeah? That's how y'all feeling? Well, you know how I'm feeling. We're going to crack it off.
Brought it to you first, that make it exclusive. It's for members only, you're probably not included. First Watch Finest, I only hang with shooters. If I pop out with this cannon, then we gon' make a movie. Yeah. I come through a gang on them and bang on them. Hanging out the window and put that flame on them. Anybody get these bullets, ain't got names on them. Would you like to subscribe, then hit the play button. Yeah.
Yo. Do we gotta run that back? Did y'all hear that? The best intro in battle rap? Are we really playing this?
Brought it to you first, that make it exclusive. It's for members only, you're probably not included. First Watch Finest, I only hang with shooters. If I pop out with this cannon, then we gon' make a movie. Yeah. I come through a gang on them and bang on them. Hanging out the window and put that flame on them. Anybody get these bullets, ain't got names on them. Would you like to subscribe, then hit the play button. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I hope everybody out here is having a great Wednesday. It is WESS Wednesday, the last one of the year. And you know we had to go out the right way, right? We ain't going out like that over here. We going out with the bar god, yo. What you talking about? We going out with the GOAT. Yeah, that's how we going out, with the GOAT. Leader Boss in the building, my dog. El Realist in the building, my dog. All hail Queen Rain. Like I said, when you see her, all hail Queen Rain. That's how we doing it, and that's how we cracking it off. My folks already in the building. What y'all talking about? My folks already here. What y'all talking about? What are they talking about? West Wednesdays, EP number 6, y'all. Number 6. We got 6 episodes before we ended the year. We started our year with West Wednesday. We started our West Wednesdays 6 episodes ago, y'all. Really 7, but we had a problem with our Cali Smooth interview, so I'm going to run that back. I'm going to run that back at a different time because I already know something going down that y'all might not know about, so I'm going to run that back at a little bit of a different time. Don't worry about that. We're going to tap in with that. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we did good this year. They know about the show. Y'all been pulling up, supporting. I appreciate y'all. Y'all always here, rocking with your boy. Huh? Always. Leader Boss Rain, they're my number, my day ones. You know what I'm saying? He's my day ones. El Realist, he's my day ones. That's what we doing. We've been handling what we needed to handle. Our business, the brand, it's been going down, it's been going up, and that's both the same thing if you get where I'm coming from. Bars. I'm just trying to let y'all know I really do this. I really do this. That's all I'm saying. How y'all feeling tonight? Man? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. We got to change the banner around this thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know. Hold on. What the hell? I done messed something up. Hold up. Yeah, I knew I was missing something. I'm like, hold on, I'm missing something over here. I'm missing something. This one, hold up. Oh, okay. Hold up. My shit. Okay, we ain't. Where's the motherfucking? They hating on my banner, y'all. Okay, well. Well, I guess we're going back to the regular one. Yeah. All right. Yer. What up, Gramps? Gramps, what up? My goddamn, I can't find my banner. But y'all know where to subscribe to. Hold up. I was trying to find. My shit, man. But well, they must have took my shit off of here. I'm tripping later on. Y'all. I'm tripping. There we go. I'm like, hold up. There we go. Y'all see it now? All right. We good now. I didn't see my WESS. I didn't see my W. Where was my fucking What? Where is my W? Where is my W? You feel me? It ain't West Wednesdays without the dub. Nia what? Hey, y'all. We did have a lot of drops on Christmas. We had a lot of drops. I still ain't watched all the battles that dropped on Christmas. We had URL, Battle Academy, OSB, everybody dropped battles. Everybody dropped battles. Still a lot of battles I still got to watch. A lot of watch. Chrome 23, everybody dropping battles. It was battles everywhere. Westworld, everybody. Did y'all get a chance to catch up on some of that good old Civil War? Because, boy, I'm going to tell y'all, if you haven't watched my recap for East versus Hansel, if you're here right now and you ain't watched my recap for East versus Hansel, go back and watch that after the show or tomorrow. Watch that recap, all right? Watch my Real Sick and Twerk recap. Telling y'all, Real Sick and Twerk, one of the best battles this year. I'm telling y'all, it's not, I'm not saying it's the best battle, but Twerk and Real Sick is going to be in the talks at the end of the year for at least somewhere in that top 10 range. I'm telling y'all, it's a good battle, dog. Prom night was fire. Yes, prom night was fire. Oh, yeah. See, we had the Shoonie drop. Man, there's been so many drops. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even caught up on everything, man. I'm still watching all the damn battles. It's battles everywhere. And they talking about an outside card tomorrow. Tomorrow? Damn! But I heard most of the battles on the, well, I think all of them. From what I'm mistaken, if I am mistaken, all the battles on outside are one rounders. But we about to talk because guess what? We got somebody here for y'all. We got the board guy, the GOAT. This is how we end the year with the GOAT. What? I bet not see number of bar gods in the chat. You heard me?
That's
Let's
right, Pete. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's good? Salute to the chat. You know what I'm saying? We're about to go into the new year. So everybody that made it to the new year, be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Because we lost a whole lot of family members, entertainers, everybody. 2022 was a rough year. You know what I mean? So let's bring in the new year with positivity, peace, and blessings and abundance.
That's a fact, bar god. That's it. Y'all take those words heavily. You heard me?
That's fact. Real talk.
Heavily. Bar god, how you feeling tonight, man? I appreciate you pulling up on us and blessing us with your presence, man.
Man, look, man. Thanks for having me, man. You already know it's Yakuza and shit all day. Shout out to Bumpy Barz. Shout out to everything you've been doing, and salute to your growth, because I've seen you go from 0 subscribers to getting, you know what I'm saying, awards and plaques and shit, and your fan base is growing.
Hey, man, I ain't got no awards or plaques, but I'm working, dog.
Look, it's day on the way. We got
I ain't got no awards or plaques, dog. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, bar guy. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with your boy from the jump.
Manifest it.
Rocking with your boy from the jump, man. Hey. You know we brought you here. First of all, we was going to talk about you and Cuban, but you know we want to talk about the Cody.
You looking at him.
We got to talk about Cody because you know they're gonna try to slouch you, man. Look, I'm gonna say it like this. I ain't against the Cody panel. I'm saying like this. As far as it seems like you get kind of the underhand when it comes to the voting in there. You always slots lower than you should be, in our opinion. All of us.
I feel like I've worked every battle this year. I've said the craziest bars this year, craziest rebuttals. My strength of schedule has beaten everybody else's. When you talk about who's battled the toughest people, I've battled all the toughest people. Like in 1 year. You're talking about Rock, Sharon, Av, Rum Nitty, Fonz.
That's a tough schedule.
Davia, Nun, J400 Block, Clone. I could keep going. 2-on-2 with my man NASA. Went to Philly with Kaboom. Gave Appa a look. Gave Jinx a look. A Day a look. Shout out to them. Nah, man, ain't nobody been working this hard and being this consistent with the bars and the lyricism. So, when we talk about check the boxes, so we talk about impact. Jazz the rapper doing parallel universes. Vixen doing parallel universes. That was on Homecoming. That was on the Remy Ma card, and then Jazz just did it on Homecoming.
Yeah,
that's impact.
That's impact.
Got niggas jumping in. Who jumped off the stage? Who jumped off the stage first? I jump off the stage, go slap fire with the crowd. Now everybody doing it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Impact. So we talk about impact. We talk about strength of schedule. We talk about just consistency. The pen game. Just giving looks to even the people that don't really get looks they deserve, but I went outside and gave them looks in their hometown. J400 Block in Newark, Clone in Wartown on his league. Lil Slap. Bill Collector just battled Lil Slap. Who was the first one to do it? Like I'm outside, bro. Like then I'm hitting the I was on Gnome, I was on Summer Madness, I was on Super Fight, I was on the first light work card. Shout out to my man Tink. I just was on light work with my man Ace Amin. I'm on out. Listen,
that's a fact, though. It's not a lie.
You can't say. So when they say champion of the year, shout out to Swamp, shout out to Suge, who both had great years.
Tell me this: what do you feel like they're gonna try to hold against you throughout this whole year? What do you feel like the negatives that they're gonna talk about? Because we've seen it for the last couple of years.
It's really nothing you can say. I've taken the names, I've taken the mid tiers, the no names, the legends, all in 1 year. Only thing they can really say is, "Oh, Danny, you choked versus Frack," and that was again. Shout out to Frack. That was all. That was still a good battle. Okay, cool. You don't have to be undefeated for the year to win champion of the year. So let's get that correct. Like Niggas will talk about, well, I don't know, you messed up verse crack. All right, cool, man, bro. I'm working. Nobody's working this hard. This was shout out to Roller. I went and battled Roller in VA the week before Av this year. Shout out, Roller don't be getting looks. Danny went out there and battled Roller. Danny went and battled everybody. You know what I mean? Like so I think I've had a great year, but you know, and I've been working. I got a battle on Saturday with Archduke Red Cat. Shout out to Archduke Red Cat. Shout out to Lex for I Battle. It's my I Battle debut. So even from the first week of the year to the very last day of the year on December 31st, Danny Myers has been battling. Just went to Philly.
Battle on December 31st.
I'm
December
outside.
31st.
Bro, from the first week, me and Tay Rock, January 8th, all the way to December 31st to the last day of the year, Danny Myers has been outside. When you talk about champion shit, this is what a champion does, bro. A champion is out here giving looks, giving great performances, crazy bars, freestyles, rebuttals. I'm impacting the culture. Ain't been no drama on my name. I just really been outside working. So I just feel like, you know, like I said, Swamp, shout out to Swamp, shout out to Suge, Bill Collector, JC, everybody else. But I mean, I cannot put nobody above my work ethic when they ain't really working like this. Again, these guys came in mid-year and started having a crazy year from mid-year. Danny Myers was outside I was on the first card. Me and Tay Rock. First card.
First card
right
to the
after
last.
That had Sharon. After that, it was Av. These ain't no easy fights.
They're not easy fights at all. And I'm just trying to figure out. As far as I would say, the names that they're throwing against you, Swamp, they're gonna throw Shotgun Suge. I don't really see how they put Shotgun Suge over you in it. If work ethic, impact, and all that's involved, but Shotgun Suge did have a big impact this year, but I don't think it outworks your work ethic.
Nobody does.
You know what I'm saying? But what do you say? What do you argue when they tell you Swamp after that tournament beat Tay Rock and beat Arsenal, and that was a bigger impact? How do you defend that?
I think sometimes you get most improved and champion of the year confused. That's what I think they're doing. Like, I think Swamp has been one of the more, him and shit, like they should be in the runnings for most improved. You know what I'm saying? Danny, you working too hard, bro. You need sleep. Hey, Rodney, salute, bro. Salute, man. I'm outside, though. Bills don't sleep. Kids don't sleep. I battle rap. You know, with Kobe, like I said, Kobe used to play 82 games in the regular season, then had to go play all them games in the playoffs, and had to do preseason. And before preseason, had to be working out for the preseason to be in shape. So, like, when you got a mindset of this is what I do, this is what I do. This ain't as hard as basketball. This is not as hard as football. You know what I'm saying? This is writing some raps, memorizing them, and rapping them. It's not that hard. I used to do this shit every day. Like, every day.
You a machine though, Danny. You a machine though.
Everybody ain't
got your machinism inside. You know what I'm saying?
Look, with no recycles, bro. With no recycle. I ain't recycling. I'm not stealing niggas' bars. This is all new material every battle, every time. And I'm giving top level bars to everybody. I don't take a battle off and be like, well, this is such and such on a Twitter Spaces battle, so I ain't even gotta go that hard. Some of my material from the Twitter Spaces this year has been better than shit niggas said on the big stages this year. That's a fact. Go listen to me versus Appa right now, and tell me where somebody said better shit. Like, this is not me gloating or bragging or boasting, but when you talk about champion of the year, I just can't. I salute everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, when you say champion of the year, again, Suge and Swamp really started cracking off during the tournament time, which took place, I believe it was April. It might have been later than April, but around that Ultimate Madness shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when they really started their run. I was already outside 7 times before they even started their run. From January, they wasn't outside in January. They wasn't outside in February. They wasn't outside in March. This is what I'm saying. So, like, I always use the analogy of the guy that comes in the work shift 2 hours before it's time to clock out and go home. He shouldn't get employee of the day over the guy that was there at 6 in the morning, setting up the workstation, making sure everything was clean to get the day started for everybody else. When you open up from 6, when you do, let's say 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. and you work from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., how does the guy come in at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and he's employee of the day versus the guy that was there the whole year? So if they say champion of the quarter, champion of half the year, that's now we can have a conversation with Suge and with Swamp. But when we say champion of the year, that's 12 months. I was outside.
That means you was the best worker all year long. You was the MVP of the workers.
I was outside all 12 months, bro. So it's several times per month. So I don't like the work ethic, and it's not just the quantity, but it's the quality of the material. I've been putting on dope battles.
How do you feel about? That's what I was going to ask you. How do you feel about the impact of the battles you're having against like the ones that are having all the talks all year? Do you feel like maybe a little under the radar because of all the drama going on?
Yeah, I ain't been involved in no like drama or so. Some of these guys have. Look, this is the thing. Guys like Suge and Swamp, it's almost a story that comes along with it. The story is, damn, Swamp really beat Nitty and Fonz. Yo, he almost beat JC at the. Yo, Swamp been having a breakout year. Yo, Suge just battled 3 times in 2 months or something like that. And won all 3 of them by 30. For me, that should be regular. You know, it's like I normally do this at a high level for so many years. It's almost normal to the people. But for people that don't normally be going crazy for a stretch like that, it becomes media worthy. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if a nigga like, let's just take go back to the Lakers, man. Let's just say if Kobe was averaging 30 for the whole month, that's Kobe. You know what I'm saying? But let's go back to Anthony Pillard. Let's go back to Cedric Sabalas. Now, if Cedric Sabalas is averaging 35 for 30 days, that's newsworthy. This is like, damn, nigga, he normally was good for like 16, you know what I'm saying, and 5 rebounds. Now this nigga got 35 points a game for the whole month. Yeah. Yo, Cedric Sabalas, he balling. But if Kobe's doing it, it's like, that's regular. I
get where you're going with that.
Kobe's going to get 30 that's regular for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So I think when these guys have breakout years, it's just more newsworthy. And so it's a feel-good story. It's like, damn. But again, most improved, it's different from champion of the year. And I think they worthy. I definitely think they all these names are worthy.
You think they still gonna take that approach?
The crazy thing is when we bring their names up, we're not talking enough about Rock, Nitty, and A-Ward. We're not bringing Rock, Nitty, A-Ward name up enough for champion of the year. So I think, but again, these are guys that are always going crazy as well. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rock go crazy all the time. Nitty go crazy all the time. A-Ward go crazy all the time. Swamp has finally found his groove. Salute to him too, by the way. This ain't no hate. Swamp has found his steam. Like, you know what I mean? Because Swamp was up and down for a minute. I used to talk to him about that personally. Like, yo, you're not really reaching your real potential. You're fired. You have the potential to be a star, bro. Like, you got a pen. You got the marketability. The people relate to you. But then there's battles where he didn't go all the way crazy. So now he's found it, and I'm happy for him. Suge, same thing. Like, they was playing with Suge's name for so long, but a lot of times when people play with your name, it kind of be on you at first. It's like your fault. like let's say Suge choked this battle or he didn't really go crazy this battle, so they like, Suge ain't really being Suge. Now the fire is back in him. This is the Suge we know you could be.
Yeah.
So that now it's like, yo, Suge been going crazy like 8 battles in a row. Champion of the year. Nah, not when you. Because then we have other factors. We still got other factors. We still have other factors outside of strength of schedule, outside of impact. What about the material? Let's talk about material. Let's talk about the intangibles. Let's talk about the freestyles, the rebuttals. Let's talk about all these different attributes that go hand in hand with being a champion.
And also, you know what? I think they promoted their stuff as soon as they started feeling it. Like maybe at the beginning of the year when you first took on Tay-Rock and rapped and you kept going all year, if you was talking about it all throughout the year, maybe your Cody, you know what I'm saying, as you're doing it, I feel like maybe they had more promotion. You think they're using that to a factor because they promoting it more and making a topic about it more for them?
I think so, and the fans have been going hard. You know what I'm saying? My fans have been going hard for me, but I do think that promotion is a thing. But a lot of times you can just swindle people into believing something is real when it don't really be that. You know what I mean? Like I just let the work speak. The work. When you look back at it, I'm sure when they do the panel, a lot of them shits that I did, they might not even remember or might not even count it or might not even know that I did that. But that's their job, is to really sift through each individual contender's year, look at everything they've done and really weigh the pros and cons, and that's how you really get your champion of the year.
Yeah. And do you think they're doing that to the right?
Nah, I feel like they can't be like, oh, well, Danny, you battled Cuban. So what? Who's Cuban? You can't do that.
But they're going to. You know they're going to, though.
Here's the thing. If it counts against me, it gotta count for me. If I go in there and choke Barz Cuban, get smoked in front of 1,000 people in Philly, I'm guaranteed they will use that as ammo as why I'm not champion of the year. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So if you can use that to say why I'm not, then you gotta use the battle and say, well, damn, Danny also went and battled Cuban. Danny also went in battle to Poppy G and Young God ATM in Memphis, 2-on-2 with his man Nasser. In between big battles, Appa, everybody fuck with Appa and Eunice. Danny Myers came outside for Appa.
Yeah.
His first joint, his first main like big look. It was
Appa's fire too. That's my dog. I shout out to Appa. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Appa.
Yeah, and I came outside and gave him that look. J400 Block been fired for a long time. Never really got the looks, or just didn't have the machine behind him, or whatever the reason is. He's not where he should be.
Hey man.
You know the rules is different for you. Yeah, like. I do feel like I get judged.
I feel like that too. That's why I was saying I feel like it's been like that though.
I get
it was like that before champion and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this year we can't let them rob me, man. Like I feel like you can't. Like again, let's look at the material, man. I've been saying shit at a way higher level than Suge and Swamp, bro. I'm not hating on their rap because they've been having some dope bars. They've been having some dope shit, but. I could take shit from my smaller battles, small league joints, and just compare it to their raps and show you why I'm just a different level.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. And but I feel like that's all you show though, you know, and I know you've battled like a lot of battle rappers, so I feel like the machine kind of works against you because it's bringing new people into the machine every year, and then they're getting their run, and then it outshines a person that's workhorsing all year that's not under that exact spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly though, that's their job though. Their job is to bring in the new talent and let these guys have a career. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us has been here for a decade plus. A lot of us have been here for I feel you, Rodney. Causes stumbling, you're not in your 20s no more, causing forgetfulness. Yeah, now honestly, that is directly attributed to overworking for sure. The machine don't like Danny because they can't control him. Oh shit. Yeah, but these guys, like me, Verb, Should, we all been here. So now when you get the Flair Souls, when you get the Foots, when you get just the Lou Castros, all the new talent, the Kid Chaos, it's really they're trying to groom these guys and cultivate them and get them acclimated to big stages and all these big cards, because they eventually are going to have to take this thing over. Like, we're not going to be able to, me and Nitty, me and Geechee, me and Hollow, Lux, we're not going to be here forever. So it's in the interest of the league to build up the new talent and bring these guys to the masses so that people can be familiar with them and start being able to for these guys to sell tickets and to make money off these guys at the end of the day. But you're not going to be able to do that if the people don't know these people or they don't know who they are.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact. Hey, shout out to you for the donation, dog. But I don't agree with it. I don't think Daddy lost to Av. You know what I'm saying? Or Rum, but everybody to each his own.
Those are subjective, and at the end of the day,
it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you for the donation. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
Listen, who else has battled those names this year? Nobody. This is what I'm saying. We're that's subjective. First of all, so who else has battled that many level? You know what I'm saying? This in 1 year, it's never happened. I battled all the punchers in battle rap this year.
That and all in 1 year, and you can
that's
argue
never happened before.
You won too. It's not like you could just say you lost. People, if they feel that you can say you lost, but Frack, okay, but you can't just. It's subjective.
Right. Yeah, that's
and Tink and Rum, especially Rum. You and Rum was a classic to me. Like
you can go either way with that one. That's fine.
That was a classic to me, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really have I didn't see it either way in that. But see, thing about it is the panel, do they go off consensus?
I'm not really sure, but again, champion of the year didn't mean you had to be undefeated for the year. It didn't. I could have lost every battle. I could have lost every battle, man. Listen, the fact is these are good battles. These are good battles. These is tough people. These ain't like, because normally what they would do is they'll try to say, oh, Danny, you battled what they call gas station Larry. These ain't no gas station Larrys. This is Ag. This is Rum Nitty. This is Fonz.
Yeah.
This is
exactly
Jerome.
The best.
K-Rock. This is Frack. This is Pete Magic. These is the top names you can get in a year, and giving the love to the up and comers like Christavia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not no easy fight for anybody. Christavia ain't no walkthrough.
Nah, not at all. For nobody.
That's what I'm saying. So
you
just look at who I battled this year. I've definitely beat everybody else's resume this year, for sure, in terms of level of difficulty and what I did in these battles against these difficult opponents. So man, I'm number one, bro. I don't know what else to say about I'm number one. Shout out to them. I would have A Ward a little higher for sure if I was on the panel. I would have Nitty and Rock up there as well. Suge and Swamp, JC and Bill Collector. That's like 8. That's like 8 names. That's like an 8 in the top 10. Not every one of them can be number one.
Not every one of them.
Yeah, but I definitely deserve. I feel like they should be in the top 10. I'm trying to think of who else, but you could round out the top 10 pretty easily. Now it's all about where they gonna order all these people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
what outweighed what battle, what impact? Because really, when you think about Swamp and Ars wasn't that great of a battle. It really wasn't, and that wasn't Swamp's best showing. Even though the caffeine chat had him winning, that wasn't his best material. I'm pretty sure. I mean, honestly, the matchup was kind of odd anyway from the start.
Yeah.
So I think they both kind of just did the best they could with considering the matchup. You know what I mean? Like, what does Ars and Swamp got to say to each other? I don't know. It's just kind of like.
But all they're going to look at it is because the battle wasn't all that good. All they're going to say is Swamp won the caffeine votes. Swamp won the battle, maybe because some people had Ars winning, but I'm thinking the battle's going to go off of kind of like how they feel towards the caffeine votes and what they feel.
Hey man, I'm not on the panel though. I don't get to make the call. I don't call the shots. I just feel like when they put up the criteria and I checked every box for the criteria. I seen what Jay Black's criteria was for the year, and I'll check every box. So
that's how it is. Then they got to go up there and make sure that's checked off. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
Yeah, I feel like
if the box is checked off, it speaks for itself.
Impact, strength of schedule, wins, losses, material, performance.
Oh yeah, Geechee should be top 10 also. That's a fact because he had a crazy year, crazy names.
Yeah, man. You know, again, all these guys have really they put in a lot of work this year, man. So I think honestly this might be the toughest year for the panel because there are so many names that are worthy. And it's like I think no matter who you pick, it's gonna be a group of upset people that felt like such and such should have got it. I mean, that's pretty much every year, but this year in particular, I think you're probably gonna see the most uproar. Let's just take me out of it. Let's just say they got me down at like number 9 or number 13. You know, some crazy shit like that, right? And then they say Swamp's champion of the year. Then what about the people that are gonna be like, well, what about Suge? Like, damn, Suge got robbed. Now let's just say you give it to Suge. And you say, damn, all right, well, yeah, Suge got it this year, salute to Suge, but damn, they just robbed Swamp. Let's say you give it to the bill collector. They're gonna say, damn, Danny, Swamp, and Suge got robbed.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It don't.
Somebody getting robbed for sure.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, like I said,
that's how they're gonna feel, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's every year. But I think this is like the closest. But again, when you say champion of the year, I think I'm just clear cut. When you talk about the year, these guys had great second halves of the year. From June to now, they've been cooking. But I have been too.
Yeah.
I've been cooking months prior to they started cooking. That's why I feel like it's really not even that much of a discussion. Like, that's me. I'm number 1. And then wherever number you put everybody else, it's not up to me. But just make sure Danny Myers is number 1 because, like I said, I've met all the criteria. I've battled tougher opponents. I've worked harder. I gave out the most shot. I had a whole bunch of impact. I was on all the big cards, the small cards. I helped out the community. I'm helping the community by giving these guys opportunities. Guys like Clone, guys like Lil Slap, J400 Block, Cristavia, Poppy G, and Young God ATM, Cuban. I'm outside. I'm giving y'all shots. Yeah. On top of taking on heavyweights like Av, Rum Nitty, Tay Rock. I've ran the gauntlet. I don't think there's, you know what I'm saying? What did I not do? What did I not do?
I feel you.
That's more of the question. It's like, it ain't like what did you do? It's what did I not do? And so when we look at it from that perspective, I'm champion of the year. Enough said.
Hey, for real though, and no past look. Shout out to you You know what I'm saying, for the donation. We appreciate you over here. No
Salute,
pass look,
salute,
no
salute.
pass look. But see, some people don't feel like he lost the Jazz. I don't feel like he lost the Jazz. And I feel like he beat Hollow. So, you know, it's all subjective, you know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate what you talk about. Appreciate your opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? I respect it because a lot of people feel the way you feel, too. You know what I mean?
All opinions are respected. You know, all opinions are respected.
Yeah. All opinions are respected. Bar God, man, how you feel about the Cuban battle, man? I watched that battle and I was like, man, I could tell you was trying to put on a showing for that Philly crowd, man, and you did that. That was fire, man. You was moving all over that stage.
I thought Cuban did great. I think he did good. He stepped up to the plate. That was the most people he battled in front of. He's been making steady improvement. He's on what do you call it, the revenge tour. And I think he did good. You know what I mean? But do I think he won the battle? No. And besides, it's a one-rounder. It's a one-round. I think he if you get him on the show right now, he's gonna tell you he felt like he won. And I'm gonna tell you why and show you why he didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit at the end of the day is still about the bars. It's still about the rapping.
Yeah.
You know.
You did. That's the thing. I feel like you out-rapped him. Like if we talk about checking boxes, that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And the thing is, the thing.
But he was fire though. Cuban was fire.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I was about to get to. Murder Mook had a legendary bar when he said, it's gonna look better when you're doing it against me because you're going against the greatest. When these guys have a good game versus Danny Myers, it's definitely amplified. It's like, wow, you said that and did that versus Danny. But of course, again, when I do what I do, it's regular. This is what Danny do every time. Well, when these guys get in front of me and have one of their better nights, it's like an automatic win.
Yeah,
it's like an automatic win for them. Even if it's just a not necessarily a moral victory, but just like a personal victory. It's a person like, yo, I did that versus Danny.
If it's debatable, they feel like it's a victory.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, they get in front of me, they have their best showing, and then it's just automatically they won because they did good versus me. But then when I'm doing what I'm doing versus them, it's regular. It's like, damn, Danny, well, you do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you look at bar for bar, them shits don't never be close, bro. I don't make these battles close. They probably close from aesthetic when you just looking at the battle. And now when you listening and you really breaking down the material, it's never close. So, but again, I think he did great, man. So shout out to Philly. I think that was probably my third time out there this year.
Yeah, you've been to Philly 3 times, one of the toughest places to battle
in a year.
Also.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know what I'm saying? I'm really.
Didn't you battle a Philly guy in Philly?
Battle a couple of them. Shout out to Kaboom.
Yeah.
Shout out to Enes. Bill Collector, even though he's not from Philly, he's still, Philly affiliated. Philly affiliated. I feel he's Philly affiliated. That's a bar. But shout out to Bill. I've been outside, man. I'm in Philly all the time. And I also be telling battlers like your career, before you hang it up, you gotta battle in Philly. You gotta battle in Philly because it's a different vibe and it's honestly the toughest crowd.
Hey,
a lot of people say
I did that already. I did that my first year.
There you go.
I just beat Luke Kane in Philly. You know what I'm saying? So let's go,
Salute to you. You have to check that Philly box, man. If you can win them over, you're good anywhere. Like for real, they tough. Philly not gonna give you nothing if they ain't feeling it, and they don't care if it's their own people. You know what I'm saying? They gonna boo. They ain't gonna let you have it. You feel me? But
yeah,
and especially if you battle a Philly battler in Philly, it's ultra tough. It's like, damn, bro, they really all about they own people. You feel me? Like they rooting for their guy, man. I don't care who it is. You go to Philly and battle one of them. That's right, Shout out to Randy. Shout out, ask Big T. Shut up, Peter Barz. Yeah, but if you in Philly and you win them over, you really spitting some shit. You spitting some shit, man. So shout out to Jazz, Cuban, just every D out of Henny man going out there versus K Walker. Shout out to us, Stiz and Rick for the the league owners. Shout out to the whole Battle Academy. And just like I said, I've been to Philly a few times this year. I'm always there, man, and I'll probably be there on their next big event next year. So,
man,
I'm
all
working.
right, man. Look, let's talk about this 31st battle, man. You got 31st. You got who again?
We got Archduke Red Cat from iBattle League. Young guy. I think he's on the come up. Pretty dope individual. He's got his own little unique style.
I heard of Archduke Red Cat. I heard of him. Shout out to Archduke.
Yeah, shout out to Lex. Yeah, shout out to Lex for putting it together. It's my debut on there. The only other time I was on iBattle was a video battle during the COVID era. I battled Red Flag.
Shout out to Red, I heard of Red Flag too.
Yeah, I battled Red Flag on there, but that was a video battle, so I haven't actually been on the league on their stage. So this is gonna be my first time. Shout out to A-War versus Soul Khan. My man Domes making his comeback from A-Hat. Shout out to Domes going against Louis V. Me and Archduke Red Cat. D.I. the Henny Man is on the card as well, I believe, and a couple other battles. But yeah, it's pretty dope. I'm gonna do my shit. I'm about to go up there and say some shit. Like, he ain't stood in front of no bars like this. I
know. Hey, the battle, is it gonna drop this year? It's probably not gonna drop this year though, right?
Well, nah, because the battle's on the 31st.
So they're not going. Yeah, I know. I mean, they're not. They're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was trying to say,
I don't know if
they know what you was aiming for. You know what I mean?
Right. But y'all definitely gonna hear about it.
Man, you need to. You need to tell them they need same day drop for the first time.
Right. NBS Central. I'm here for Danny, Champion of the Year. That's right, man. Salute to you, homie. That's the homie, Central. Man. That's really the homie right there.
Yeah. For sure. Hey, Danny, who you got? You got some battles booked for 2023 already?
Actually, I do, man. The URL just started this new series called Outside. So I got Outside coming up. I really can't say the opponent yet.
Outside, and that's not the first one. That's the next one.
Yeah, that's on the next one. That's on their second one. So I'm on the Outside card. I'll be. Shout out to my man Tink the Demon. Shout out to Jay Rome. They got me and Jay Moore going down as well. Shout out to Jay Moore.
Okay. Dang, already Outside. I got 2 cars lined up. We just my first time
they already
about.
Got shit lined up, man. So my 2023 ideally definitely would be me and Daylight in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Me and Loaded Lux, wherever he want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Me and Iron Solomon. Me and Ilmac is definitely gonna happen. Murder Moot possibly. Head Ice. These are the names that I definitely I got to rumble with 2023, man. Like the big dogs, the heavy hitters. Like, I've spent the last few years really just helping the up and comers, get a big look. Like Easy the Block Captain. You know what I'm saying? You watch me versus Easy.
I feel like you won that battle personally.
I definitely feel like
I feel like you won that battle personally.
Yeah, I definitely got that one, man. I think he just did so phenomenal again. When they had a best day versus me, is just trumped up way more. So, but again, we had Easy, Real Sick.
What's up with a rematch for Real Sick? Can we get that?
Everybody keep asking for it. Everybody keep asking for it. That could happen. We might just be a surprise.
And he been fire. He been doing fire lately too. Like he been on his stuff lately.
Shout out to Real Sick. Shout out to Real Sick.
I think that'd be fire right now.
Who else did I take on? Kid Chaos.
They said Vixen.
You know what? Damn, me and her. I think we was gonna do like 2-on-2, and then talks of just Kings versus Queens, I line it up and rock with her. Like, let's battle. So I feel like she's the closest to me in female form.
Okay.
So then we got First Lady Flames.
She called you out for Kings versus Queens?
She did. Yeah, she did. Me and her were supposed to battle a couple years back. We was actually booked already. And then just personal issues came up with her and we couldn't do it. But yeah, Flames, My Verse, Vixen, Jazz the Rapper, even possibly Shuni, Hustle. I'm outside. Listen, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. And nobody's safe. It don't matter. I done battled kids. I done battled grandpas. I done battled shit.
Hey, Danny, tell me this, man. As far as a champion run and the names that they want to weigh as the names that are, the heavyweights, is it still possible for you to have that kind of name run, even though you've battled everybody? Do you have? Is it gonna be you gonna have to do it this hard way with the under leagues and all that? Because you feel like you running out of names to be able to even hang up with guys who are just now getting all these names and they getting them all in one damn year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's why I think next year it's not necessarily a goal of mine to win champion of the year next year. That's not on the immediate goal list. You know what I mean? Really, it's to get the battles that I personally want. The Daylight battle, the Loaded Lux battle. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two main joints, and Iron Solomon. I'll get them 3 next year. I'm good. Like, I don't care who wins champion of the year. And honestly, I wouldn't even want champion of the year next year for, let's say I take Daylight, Lux, Iron Solomon, Illmac. Let's say I just do those main 4 battles along with like some smaller battles, and then they be like, you know what, Danny, you champion of the year. I don't want it. I won't accept it.
But I don't want it.
I don't want to accept it. If I don't get it this year, I don't want to accept it for next year, because this year I think I've done what. See, the names and the big bright lights and the big names and all that, that's not really, I know that's part of being a champion when you're taking on the toughest fighters in the world, but I feel like me personally being a champion is to help make others better. Michael Jordan made everybody around him better. Scottie Pippen, Steve Kerr, B.J. Armstrong, Horace Grant, they all was Luke Longley. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes was getting better at their game by being around Jordan.
Yeah.
I've helped motherfuckers raise they game up. Shout out to Cuban. Shout out to J400 Block. Shout out to Bristavia. Shout out to B Magic for getting back on track. This was my goal, to help bring others up. That's what a champion is. It's not necessarily an individual accolade. It's all about me. It's all about Danny. It's all about Danny. No. I gave Lil Slap battle of his life at 11 years old. This little dude can say, yo, I battled one of the greatest battlers ever when I was 11. Yeah. He didn't even have to do it, and he came outside and did that for me. That's something he'll never forget. Pristavia get on her come up before the Remy Ma tournament. You know what I'm saying? Before she even joined Gun Titles, we was booked.
That's a fact.
This is helping her. Clone. Shout out to my man Clone.
Fire battle with Clone.
This is helping Clone. This is helping these people rise to the occasion and get some notoriety, be able to have a good battle with me, and now they got something to go to the next bargaining table and say, look, well, I did this with Danny Myers. That can help get them a bigger battle, a bigger bag. That's what a champion is, So I'm really proud of what I've done for others this year, and not so much what I'm doing for myself. And that's a champion. So, you know what I mean? I think that has to be weighed and looked at as well. It's like, And these is people that's, you know what I'm saying? These ain't no easy fights either. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys in my position or at my level don't even come outside for people like this due to the fact that they look at the risk versus reward. So they be like, damn, if I kick his ass, I was supposed to kick his ass, but if he kicks my ass, it drops my stock and raises his. Hell no, I don't want that battle. I'm gonna stay away from that. Why even do that? But a champion is like, bro, I'm a fighter. I'm outside. From 11 years old to however old they is, I'm outside for them.
And you said it. You said it yourself. You said if I don't get it this year, I don't want it next year because I'm not even gonna put in the same amount of work, no matter the names, right?
Fact. Don't give it to me for working less. I don't want it then. Feel me? I don't want it. I want to make myself ineligible next year. I don't want it.
But look, you see how they get Stu Surf was like number 3 or something last year in the runnings for his only 3 battles. So how can you, you know what I'm saying? Like how do you fight that?
And then I'm looking at it. I was looking at it like I think he even was over Nitty that year as well. I think he was placed higher than Nitty. Oh my God. I was just sitting here like, damn, like a nigga could just come and have 3 battles.
And that's it.
And you damn near to win it.
So they're gonna definitely look at all the impact.
Yeah. Shout out to Surf too. You know, shout out to Surf for being on the run that he's on. You know, he's had a phenomenal run and we started taking this thing serious again. So I respect it. But when you look at the people whose name he was above, who had been working the whole year in tough fights and putting on great shows, that just don't sit well with me. It don't sit well. It's no hate, but it's like, nah, bro, I don't know how we came to this conclusion. Like, how are you above such and such and such and such when they was out here every day fighting?
Yeah.
You come in at the last 4 months of the year, put on 3 good battles, and now you just above. Like, that's how they do this shit every year, man.
Does that make you, at any time, you think about changing your approach?
No. Because
no. You remember when you battled Tay-Rock?
That's
remember you battled Tay-Rock and it was like, damn, Danny can chill, take another battle, chill, add battle, chill, and champion of the year. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And the thing is, I mean, they probably should change the name. Champion of the quarter. Champion of the quarter. Champion of the month.
Coakley?
Yeah. Coakley.
The Coakley. You can't be champion of the year with like I don't know, man. I don't know, man, because I don't own it. I don't own it. It's not my brand. I don't make the rules. Jay Black and his panel, his team, the fans, it's kind of like up in their hands, but some of that stuff is questionable, always questionable. It's like, yeah, that's kind of crazy how y'all had such and such over such and such. So I think I would probably do a better job as just being on the panel. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to make myself just a panel member next year. Yeah.
And not so much.
You see what Geechee about to do, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, man.
Right.
Better off being a part of the panel instead of being annoyed by what goes on in the panel because you can't control it. Right,
yeah. Because I'll be as fair as possible. I mean, I will be a fair judge of who's doing what because I'm seeing everything. Like I think a lot of times these people just only look at like the big stage things he was doing, and that's it. And didn't see all the grit and grind, the hard work, the little small league shits, the 1-rounders, the phone battles. Oh, they're not counting none of that. That shit has to be counted for too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he says, a popularity contest. We can't have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't have it like a popularity contest. It's gotta be based on work and really the rapping. I mean, if y'all want to separate it and do lyricist of the year, performer of the year, most improved of the year, I think those are legitimate categories that should be added. I might even do it myself. I might just start giving out awards for battlers. Yeah, I might just. I was thinking about like I just to start giving out awards, like the Bar God Awards or some shit.
The
Like
Bar God Award.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I won't let nobody that's working hard be underappreciated or unappreciated. Like I'm
The
really
Bar got
watching.
to be the Workhorse Award.
Yeah, you got things like that. Iron Man, Workhorse Award, Most Improved, Best Performer, Lyricist of the Year.
Hey, that's
And
a
I think
fire
all those
idea.
things are separate from, let's say, Battler of the Year. I think those are like separate, but a lot of times those things don't be awarded or rewarded. Those don't be rewarded. It be popularity and impact, I think, really hold more weight than the what's been actually rapped, the pen game.
Yeah.
If that was the case, honestly, if it was just strictly up to the pen, I think me and Rum Nitty would be in the running for it every year.
Rum Nitty's pen been crazy this year too, man.
Yeah, if we only based it off pen, then it kind of would be like you'd only have like 5 people in the runnings every year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Or if we base it only on performance, then there are probably only like 3 names in the running every year. So it's like those things might have to be separated. But yeah, man, like I said, I'll be willing to even, give out awards and give out money and things of that nature, just on my own if they don't want to add these things into consideration.
Hey, man, you know what I mean? Like, usually if you can do something to make an impact on a culture and help out, you always did that, man. So,
Absolutely.
For you step over and do that and bring out your own award, I'm pretty sure people will work for that award and want that award. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's a lot of workhorses that be feeling like, they don't even look at me.
Right.
Like for instance, Dre Dennis. One of the biggest workhorses in battle rap.
Like outside of me and A Ward, I don't really know. You throw Geechee name in there as well, a couple other names, but as far as working hard every year, Drake Dennis probably will win that shit every year, bro. Like for real. Drake Dennis be working. And his name don't get brought up in Champion of the Year.
It don't even be in like the runnings.
Don't even be in the runnings. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
you know what I'm saying?
I recognize all these things. I get it. Everybody not gonna be at the same level. Everybody can't be at the same level. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's take popular guys like Tay Rock, like Geechee, Rum Nitty, right? Drake Dennis don't really have a shot at being mentioned with those names when you talk about Champion of the Year, even though them same years he might have actually rapped and worked and did more than everybody else. Might have, but nobody's really taking notice of that.
Hey, and
you're going against these heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, niggas ain't looking at you, bro. Like that's really what it be. But in reality, he's working. So it will be dope for him to get an award or get some type of recognition. You don't necessarily have to get Champion of the Year, but you can get something for the work.
That's something like an A-Ward. I feel like something like an A-Ward would get also. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. A-Ward works at a phenomenal rate and with great quality.
But they say certain leagues don't count, and do you think that well, I can't ask you because you don't know what's in the panel's head.
Let me grab Buddy right quick.
You don't know what's in the panel's head, but would y'all think the panel might sometimes hold the other leagues lower standards than the URL? Is that a possible thing? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all kind of got similar little questions, but we don't know if they'll be truly answered the way we're supposed to get them. You know what I'm saying?
Say what up, buddy.
What up, buddy? Hey, man, we ain't gonna hold you up, Bark.
Nah,
I know you got business.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, man. But yeah, man, Champion of the Year.
But look, I was saying, do you feel like the far as the stigma of it counts more on the URL than any other league. Do you think that's in the panels?
Man, listen, man. When Jay Black first announced it, the first year before O-Red won it, he was like, it don't matter what league you on, it don't matter no name, no tier, none of that counted. None of that was in the equation. It doesn't matter. This is what he first said when he first announced he was going to start doing this. And over time, it kind of did become like a URL thing.
Yeah.
What battler has won it that wasn't on URL? Geechee won it 3 times. Chilla won it once. O-Red won it the first time. So that's 5 years. 5 years. Did anybody from King of the Dot win it? Did anybody from RBE win it? Not saying that they should have won it, but that work that goes on those leagues, I don't think it's in the rotation. Like it don't be in consideration for real.
And yeah.
So I think honestly this is kind of what keeps A Ward from winning it, because he be putting in the work. And like even this year, when he's got Clean Paper, he's got SoulCon. I think he was supposed to battle Big K. He was sick that day. He's battled a few big name battles. Reed Dollars this year, and it's like his name don't even be getting brought up. You hear Danny, Suge, Swamp, JC, Bill Collector.
Is it because they're in the spaces and talking about it more and making an argument for it more? Or do you think when it comes down to it, they're going to look at the work and just say, I feel like these have more impact this year?
It could be a combination, but I feel like his name should at least be in the top 10. I don't know why it wouldn't. And he's been like, he had a phenomenal battle with Rum Nitty, which a lot of people had considered battle of the year.
Battle of the year could contender like, for sure. Could be. I feel like it is, but still. For you
to have battle of the year contender with Rum Nitty, for you to I feel like he beat Clean Paper and Reed Dollars. These both are big names, and for your name to not be mentioned enough, it just shows that if it don't like when you don't have no URL, I think that kind of weighs heavily in when they do the consideration, even though it shouldn't be. I think that, again, that's just, off URL battles should definitely count just as much as URL battles. But then we always got the if it ain't URL, don't count. If it didn't happen on URL, don't matter. I understand it. I understand the philosophy of it.
That's a real. So that I'm saying, I thought that was just like some thrown out there by fans or battle rappers. That's a real thing then.
Yeah, it pretty much is a real thing for real. It's like it's. I mean, without a doubt, URL is the biggest league in the world. Let's not make no mistake about that. You know what I mean? But I do believe that sometimes the work that's done off of URL is underappreciated or undermined because simply just for the fact it wasn't on URL. You know what I'm saying? Like, so imagine if Nitty and A-Ward was on URL. Like that battle, I think the impact of it would be that much more powerful had it taken place on Smack, as opposed to have it taking place on the Riot.
Right.
So it just goes to show that the URL will boost up a whole lot of shit for battlers, but it still shouldn't count against you if it doesn't happen on URL. When you talk about champion of the year, like these type of things need to be taken into account. Like that battle counts. Nitty and A-Ward
has to count.
Nitty and A-Ward counts.
And it made bigger impact than a lot of battles this year, so it has to count.
Yeah. So like let's say for Nitty's.
So
do
they pick and choose what counts?
Right. Let's take one of Nitty. Let's say he's saying I'm champion of the year. I battled Danny Myers. I battled A-Ward. He's gonna bring that A-Ward battle up in his conversation. He's not gonna leave that out because it didn't happen on URL. Nitty for sure is gonna say I battled A-Ward in what's considered battle of the year, and vice versa. A-Ward would say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna not count, even though he wasn't on URL. That battle count. Even though it didn't happen on URL, A-Ward would definitely bring up, well, I should be champion of the year because I did this and this and this in the Rum Nitty battle. And it didn't happen on Smack. And it still had that much of a cultural impact without it being on URL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it might should get a few more points just for the fact that it was that big of a battle, that great of a battle, without being on URL.
Can't argue with the shit, though. Can't argue with it, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I don't feel like it's going to be looked at that way, though, you know what I'm saying? If they're going to go off the impact of the battle that happened on the other league, and if it was something that was ringing bells, Nitty and Ward was ringing bells. They're going to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think all the other leagues that people do that you really don't hear about, like you hear about Battle of the Year. I feel like it has to be a Battle of the Year contender that everybody's talking about off of that league just for it to be brought up in that conversation.
Right. Well, I think these guys, I don't know. Again, if I was on the panel, I would definitely be bringing up all of these points that me and you were discussing tonight. These points are valid. They hold weight. There's validity in the statements that we're making right now on your channel. These things need to be taken into consideration when I don't know what day they go do the panel or whatever, and I do hope Geechee get on that panel. I think he was trying to be part of the panel this year, right?
I think he did say he was trying to, and they were talking about it. Yeah.
I don't see why. Of course, he would have to be ineligible to win it, but I think he would. And the crazy part is, I've seen like some people against it, and I was like, well, for a person who's won three out of the 5, why wouldn't he be a great person to add on the panel? Because he knows exactly what it takes to win champion of the year. Not 1 time, not 2 times, 3 times. He knows what it takes. He know what he's looking for in the contenders. He knows what he's looking for.
Jay Black, the guy who's won it,
not guys who's never battle rapped in their life, guys who never wrote a rap or bar in their life, guys who's never been under the pressure of 1,500 people looking at you plus another 500,000 watching from home. These guys don't know that type of pressure, and Geechee does. So I think he would be a perfect, and I'm not just saying that because I'm from the West and I'm EFB. I'm just saying that just from an objective standpoint, he'd make a great panel man, as would I.
Yeah. At
myself. I definitely.
You know why? Because I feel like you're gonna bring to that panel what is probably maybe not there, which is that underdog talk for the fighters that's really doing what you feel like that the considered a champion, which might not be in their,
right.
I guess vision, you know what I'm saying, for what they're looking at, you know what I mean?
And along with just the art of the rapping. At the end of the day, this is called battle rap. And that's why I'm on this campaign called Protect Lyricism, because that still has to be the number one thing that we're looking for in a rap battle. There's guys who can win off charisma. There's guys who can win off performance. There's guys who can win just off of their just star power or fan base. Like, nah, we can't really be doing that when somebody is just simply outwriting and out rapping. All that shit go out the window. I do get that this is a entertainment business, so you do have to be entertaining in what you're doing and how you're presenting it. But at the end of the day, the raps gotta matter more than anything else. First and foremost, the raps have to matter. Everything else falls under rapping first. And that's probably one of the perspectives I would be bringing to the panel because I'm listening and voting on the material. What are you dudes saying? Who's saying the best shit this year per round, per battle?
But see, when it gets down to them kind of details, I don't think they're gonna overrule what you're talking about. They're gonna say, okay, that was said, but was it said in this battle that was talked about at this high level of intensity? That's what they're going off of.
Well, I would just be going off a battle per battle.
It might be numbers. We might be talking numbers, Danny.
Numbers in terms of like what? Like how many viewers you could bring to a battle or something like that?
Viewers and then also the other YouTube views that people are talking about after that's bringing more attention to it. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I think for the business, yeah, absolutely. That's what the business is built on. It's numbers. Any business, that's of course they want the highest amount of. They want the MC that's gonna bring the most attention. So when you get a Hitman Holla or Sue Surf or Charlie Clips, these guys are gonna bring in the numbers, guaranteed, regardless. All right, so y'all, there are a certain select handful of MCs that dominate in that department. The problem is not everybody has that. Not every MC got that ability or got that. They're not a magnet like that to bring in. You know what I mean? They don't bring in the numbers that everybody else do. However, they might be more skilled lyrically than the person that does bring in the numbers. So I just feel like they shouldn't be alienated or left out because they don't bring in the big numbers. Because the same way, it's only like, let's say 10 battlers in the world that's guaranteed to bring you 1 million plus views every battle they do. It might be only 10 of them in the world, right? So to be fair to on the other side, it's not gonna be a million guys that can rap like a Rum Nitty.
So how you gonna bring more impact than them consistently if they battling 3, 4, 5 times into the year and shaking the whole world up?
The problem is, are these battles good? It still comes down to how good was the battle. A lot of these guys are going to bring in these type of numbers based on their name, regardless. No matter if they did bad, if they did good, if they're battling this person or that person, they're going to bring in these numbers regardless. How was your actual bars? How did you do in the battle? Yeah, that got to be considered too. Because now, if we're going off that, then it's not going to be fair for nobody because only the stars are going to be bringing in them type of numbers. Somebody like myself, somebody like a JC or Chilla Jones ain't going to bring in the numbers Surf bringing in.
Surf know how to bring them in. Free Surf, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Surf, you know what I'm saying? He know how to bring them in.
That's what I'm saying. Not everybody got that. There's a lane for every battler. There's a lane for every battler.
He showed you that having that can get you number 3 in the goddamn Cody spot too.
Well, to his defense, and I hardly ever come to his defense, but he was great. He was great in these battles. So I looked at it like from that standpoint too, like, oh, okay, and you was good. So it justifies the numbers. It's not just because you're Surf. It's because you're Surf and you actually showed up, brought 3 rounds, and you was magnificent. Surf is one of the most electrifying battlers in the world.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If it was a perfect world, I would understand, but fans like popularity. It comes with marketing yourself. I tell MCs this all the time. That's Yo-Yo Rap Review. Shout out to Yo-Yo Rap Review. I say that all the time. Say that to guys like Tink, None, some of the guys that are dope, but just not at the popularity level. You gotta kind of do more things outside, like talk some shit, do blogs, break down battles, start blogging, start talking, start tweeting, not necessarily like get into drama just for the sake of getting some controversy to build up a bunch of attention to yourself, but there's so much other stuff you can do and interact with the fans to where you can be popular and skilled at the same time. And this is something that I'm still working on. I'm trying to balance it where, you know, I blog, I break down battlers, I interview battlers. I got a YouTube channel. I'm about to start a caffeine channel coming out pretty soon, probably like first of the year. And so I'm
gonna need you to tap
balancing.
in with me on that because I'm gonna follow suit with that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Follow Bar Guy right now on caffeine. If you ain't already doing it, it's just Bar Guy. So verified check mark. So
follow Bar Guy.
Yeah. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's Danny the Bar Guy, Danny Mize YouTube channel. So and subscribe to Bumpy Barz, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that first.
You already know Bar Guy. We already know what it is, dog.
Yeah, like the side of shit. I'm just trying to balance marketing, the Bar Guy, the Parallel Universe, that brand, and still being one of the highly skilled rappers in the world. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want some of my guys to kind of follow suit and start doing more, because otherwise you'll just fall by the wayside, because there's so many guys trying to get in position. There's so many new guys. Think about this new Crucible class that just came out. Authentic, Hansel, Ease, Saflera Soul, Foots.
Fire.
These guys are all talented. Shout out to Klutz. These guys are talented.
I just dropped the Ease vs. Hansel recap. Fire.
Yeah.
You know
Facts. That's what I'm saying. So
they fire.
When you got this hungry talent trying to get in position, you gotta stay relevant. You gotta remain relevant, because at the end of the day, they're looking at who the people want to see. Don't think the leagues ain't looking at these tweets and these demands for y'all need to see such and such more, or I want to see this battle. They watching all this stuff, and they really put that in their equation when they go to the boardroom and come up with matchups and come up with cards, and you know who's going to get paid this and paid that. It's based on like they were saying. Unfortunately, that's where hip hop in general though. Yo, Rodney, that's crazy. You said get on the Chrome card. That's crazy. You said that because.
Hey, I like the way you're talking, Dane. I like the way you're talking, Bar Guy.
Look at my shout out to my man Rodney though. Look,
Bar Guy, I appreciate what you just did. Right? Nobody say nothing. It's just the look on his face, y'all.
No, but look,
Rodney, shout out Rodney, baby.
It's crazy because I said, let me hit, because I was talking with Easy, the block captain, right after that. I was talking with Easy. I was on Verb Show, and we was talking about Easy and Hitman. Then after I got out of Verb Show, I was talking on the phone with Easy about the Hitman battle. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. I need to get on this card. Let me hit Remy up and let me see what I can work. Let me get Remy on the phone, and y'all might see me on the damn card. Why not?
Y'all heard it here, boy. Y'all better. What?
Who?
We need that, boy.
No. Let me ask you this: if I was on the card, who would you want to see me battle on the card?
Now, is all right? Now, I want to know. Besides that main event being a male, is the rest of it like intergender?
It could be whoever. Who would you want to see me battle?
Miss Hustle.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. You versus Miss Hustle.
Damn, tweet that out. Tag Remy.
Yeah.
Tag Remy. If y'all want to see that, y'all tag Remy, tag Miss Hustle. And I'm outside. Me and her was just talking about that. Miss Princess says Gotti. She said LR really said Vixen or Hustle.
Yeah. Hey, look, Leader Boss said 40 bars.
Danny at 40 bars. Oh man, me and her got a history too, man. That's crazy.
Hey, there's some nice battles right there, Daddy.
Yeah, definitely to start the year off too, man. Shit, she might fuck around and get me an Iron Solomon, man.
Oh, Shoonie too.
Shoonie. Damn, Remy will make it happen too. She'll make that happen for one of them.
She'll make that happen.
she'll make that happen. I'll go and smoke one of them for in front of her.
She ain't got no choice. These are all in the making right now.
I would dog one of these women in front of that crowd, bro. I don't care if it's 3,000 people in there. I will hurt somebody. Yeah, man. I'll be
Hey, and somebody said you might have had to get Miss Hustle because she just hit JC like that. So you got to get the FB male side back. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You got to get the males to get back for the
yeah. She ain't no joke, man. She ain't no joke, but I know just what to do with her, man. I know what to do with her. Me and her, it's crazy. I just dropped the last thing I dropped on my channel was the interview with Miss Hustle. I was, off camera, me and her really talk about it, man. I don't know. That could happen, man. Y'all just tag Remy, and tag the battler that y'all want to see me.
I'm gonna tag Remy and Miss Hustle. Everybody, y'all tag Miss Hustle. We need
that. Hey, y'all know me. I'm outside. I never turn no fade down. I'm with all the smoke, nigga. I'm with all the smoke, man.
Look, I ain't mad at Vixen either. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at Shuni. So don't get it twisted if it's one of those. I'm just saying. Miss Hustle. I feel like that's a barking session that I want to see. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We back too on my channel January 1st. Depends on what time I get back from New York, because I'm battling on Saturday. The first is on Sunday, so more than likely on Monday we back on my channel live every day and caffeine. So stay on. I got a lot of content, a lot of shit to talk about, a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have you on the show.
Oh yeah, tap in. You already know, doggy dog. Hey, y'all make sure y'all jump in and subscribe and all that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to get in my channel. He going live. He talk about the movies, everything. So make sure y'all subscribe just in case y'all not. Even though I know everybody here should be.
Right, facts. Yeah, we back live on the 1st or the 2nd for sure. On the 2nd, if I get back in time on the 1st, then we on.
Hey, appreciate you, Bar God, dog. Appreciate you, man.
Salute to you. Salute to the chat. Much love. Like I said, everybody bringing the New Year safe and just going in with the mindset of prosperity and health.
Hey, Happy New Year's, Bar God. Happy New Year to you and the family. Tell Queen Vicky I said Happy New Year. All that good old stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Peace.
Yeah. Ain't that how you end the year? Tell me that's not how you. Kobe. See this interview right here? That was Kobe versus Phoenix. Remember that? Or versus Kobe, buzzer beater. Just hit a buzzer beater on him. What? That was a buzzer beater. What are y'all talking about? Oh, come over here playing. Crossover. Whoa, hold up. Whack. That's what we talking about. WESS. What are we talking about? Yeah. It went down here. NBS, where the quotes at? Tell NBS, quote that. Quote that, NBS. Yeah. That's how we feeling. Before we get up out of here, man, y'all make sure what's up with y'all, man? What y'all want to talk? Y'all want to say anything before we get up out of here, man? End the year right. You know what I'm saying? That was fire, dog. You know what I'm saying? We had a great interview with the bar guy. But I got to get up out of here, matter of fact. I got to get up out of here. I just got that call. Remember that? You know that call? You know that call? And they're like, I got that call. But I gave y'all an hour and a half of the bar guy going in. What? Let's go. I appreciate every single one of y'all pulling up, though. Miss Peggy Ward, thank you. Money Miz, that guy, El Realist, Leader Boss, Dark Matter and Battle Rap, One No Look Pass, 52 Blocks of Battle Rap, Rodney Sanford, thank y'all. Smoke Kings, what? This is how we end in West Wednesdays. Rain, Queen Rain, Huh? I appreciate every single one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? My boy Alex pulled up. And everybody, man, what are we talking about? What they gonna talk about? What they gonna talk about? We don't Jersey. Buzzer beater. Y'all see Kobe? You see Kobe, right? What was that, a free? All right, it wasn't a buzzer, but was it a free throw to end the game? It could have been a free throw. Remember when Kobe hit the free throw after he broke his goddamn, pulled his ACL, still knocked that off before he walked off the court. What y'all talking about around here? Y'all be safe. Have a happy New Year's. You hear me? Oh, hey, happy New Year's. Stay from outside. Ain't nothing going on but bad weather and bad folks. Bad weather and bad folks. Stay in the house with the family. Enjoy y'all New Year. You heard me? It is First Watch Finest. Shout out my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to your boy. Buzzer beater, you heard me? Because Kobe never Jersey.